It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 dig, 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 go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
Question here. Go ahead, Holly.
Holly Kane, the Seattle Post-Intelligencer. Along those same lines, make a case. I mean, you hear people acting like it's already a done deal that it's going to be decided between Kyle and Carl, but with the points being reset, and you know, give me your argument on why it's not.
Yeah, I mean, you know, California's a testament why it's not. You know, the 48 and 16 car were the fastest cars there, and nobody talked about the 18 and 99 all night. You know, and that could be a reason why we go to 4 more racetracks. And the same thing happens, then, you know, we've caught them in points, you know, because you would have gained, I don't know, 20, 40 points on them in one race. And they're only going to be, you know, 60 and 80 or, you know, 90 points ahead or something. So that's not a, you know, reachable amount of points.
Question in the back there, Jay, from my distinguished gentleman.
Louis Frank, ESPN.com. Are you happy with the bonus point situation, how it rolls over into the chase? I mean, one year you had 6 wins. I forget how many would have been in the first 26. So, you know, how are you finding that?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you can always hindsight's 20/20. I mean, if they would have had this point system in 05, I think we would have won the championship. I'm not sure. I think well, maybe Tony only had 1 more win, or 1 last or 2 last. But in any event, I would have made the chase in 06, and still would have missed it in 07, but or did miss it. But you know, I like the bonus system. I mean, one, it makes winning, it puts more emphasis on winning, and that's what everybody thought that they wanted to see. And I heard an interesting comment the other day that somebody said, I'll fix it, or they'll fix it, just pay $1 million to win every race. Well, if California, if they'd have paid $50 million to win, the 48 still would have won, and I still would have finished second. This doesn't matter. If they paid 100 points to win, it doesn't matter. You know, a lot of people try and build more into it than it is. We try and win every single week. We try and win. I try and win every week. I'm going to try and win tomorrow night, and I'm going to try and win the next 10. I'm going to do as hard as I can go to win them. That's all we can do every week.
Question here. Go ahead.
Hi, Greg. Tom Brandt with Mechanicsville Local. What aspect of the COT have you found the most difficult to adjust to, and how do you feel your organization has made the progression from the last car to the COT? Well,
we certainly have caught up, I would say. It was obvious when we started out that we were way behind the rest of the teams. And I would certainly say we closed that gap. And there's still a few that are a little better than we are. You know, our information or data, you know, acquisition and things to try and get ready for coming here off the 7-post or simulation models are still not perfect. We showed up off the truck and we're horrible. And the guys at the shop have been working on, you know, that setup for months or for weeks, you know, so it's not perfect yet, but we keep working on it, getting better and better. Where, here? Oh, beginning of the season? Well, I think that we ran decent at the beginning of the season. Some of the problems we had is we weren't finishing the races. We were really fast. We just weren't getting the finishes at the beginning of the season. Carl was really getting those finishes. I think that's probably the main difference.
Other questions for Greg? Got one right over here. Go ahead.
Monty Dutton, yes. Greg, I want to ask you your feelings about the notion of luck. What I mean is, everybody knows that luck beats you one week. You'd like to think that over the long run it all evens out. You could very easily have, even if you let a couple get away, you could have won several times this year. What I mean is at what point across the long run I mean, there's some point where if things go bad all the time, there must be something you're doing wrong. And so I'm thinking if you're in your shoes, you have to rack your brain about figuring out what that is.
Yeah, I mean, you think about that sometimes. This is the luckiest guy I've ever seen in my life sitting next to me, so might be a good question for him after I'm done. I know it. You're right. I mean, why did the why the engine break at Darlington? When we had a good opportunity to win, and they even changed the engine prior to that race. Because they felt like they knew why they're having issues with the belts, and you often wonder. We joke about it. We talk about it. That nothing will ever go wrong when you're running 30th. That car will run forever. Will run all day. You'll never get a flat tire, but you start running the top 5 or leading the race, and something will happen for every time. So, I think it is just coincidental, and I guess you could call that luck.
Anything else for Greg? All right, Greg. Appreciate you coming in. Congratulations, and look forward to tomorrow night. You starting that race.